Welcome to Takshashila Gurukul channel. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe immediately, press the bell button and write your comments and feedback. Share with your friends as much as possible. We provide online Kundalini Raja Yoga initiation and Kundali activation in 6 months.
12 Hindu Vrats, powers, festivals, temples and pilgrimage places is already explained. Hinduism is not a religion that teaches that this worldly life is not worth it or that it is considered secondary. The life of this world should help the individual for self-realization, which is the highest goal of life. Moreover, the stance of Hinduism is that the life of an individual should be a tool to help him achieve the welfare of the world by helping him in his self-realization. From this point of view, the Vrats, powers, festivals, temples and pilgrimage places of Hinduism all occupy a unique place in the life of an individual and in the life of society. The principle underlying all these rituals and practices is that by implementing the rituals and practices related to these, not only the life of the individual becomes pure and holy, but also the life of the society becomes happy and prosperous. This principle can be divided into schools as follows: 1. Spiritual, 2. Health, 3. Social welfare and security, 4. Cultural, 5. Religious. Spiritual principle. The aim of celebrating festivals like Vrat power is to attain worldly happiness and spiritual salvation by receiving the grace of God. The rules of food and drink, restraint, and surrender to God observed during the fasts all lead to purification of the mind. The recitation of divine scriptures, chanting of mantras, and meditation practiced during these times lead to purification of the mind and spiritual progress. As a result, the attachment and hatred towards worldly life are reduced. The mental purification powers required for the management of life increase. As a result, the present life becomes pure and it helps the ascetic in attaining happiness in the hereafter or liberation. Health principle. During the fasts, festivals, pilgrimages, etc., special purification programs for the body, mind, and clothes, restraint, special cleanliness, and consumption of prasad, which are offerings to God, are followed in the context of food and entertainment, and these help significantly in protecting and nourishing the health of the body and mind. Social principle. During the fasts, festivals, pilgrimages, etc., elders and relatives of the society get together in the name of God and in the name of divine life, and get together in the company of satsang and get together. This gives an opportunity for worldly friendships and cooperation to be formed among people. Since thousands of people come together on special occasions such as fairs and festivals, business, exchange of ideas, national unity, and acquaintance with new people can all be realized. This helps in many ways to make the individual and social life happy and secure. Cultural principle. By implementing the rituals of festivals and fasts in practice, the elders give practical lessons of Hindu culture to the younger ones. Moreover, it protects and nurtures religion and culture. During the celebration of festivals and fasts, those who are knowledgeable about culture can guide and inspire those who are not. Various cultural activities such as religious gatherings, Harikatha programs, musical concerts, lecture programs, etc., are held on many occasions such as festivals. This enables people to learn special things related to religious cultures and become blessed. Religious principle. Festivals and fasts become a convenient opportunity for observing the rules of their lives, implementing the principles of religion and sects. These ceremonies, which are celebrated from time to time throughout the year, are very effective in establishing religious vision, religious spirit and religious consciousness in individual life and in the life of society. Religious activities such as worship, fasting, etc., performed in the name of festivals, vows. Festivals, etc., are activities that cultivate and nourish religious principles. Some of these festivals, vows, etc., which come into the life of a Hindu are performed by their gurus, deities, and acharyas related to their religion. Some are equally valid rituals for all sects. All these rituals can be divided into three main categories. They are 1. Vrat, 2. Parva, 3. Habba. Vrat. Vrata means a ritualistic act consisting of certain religious rituals and accompanied by rituals of physical and mental restraints. Vrat includes two important ritual details, namely prayer and fasting. Some fasts also include vigil, that is, staying awake the entire night and spending it in good company, good thoughts, and contemplation. The fast is observed with the view of certain results and also with the view of pleasing the Lord without any desire for results. Such fasts can be classified as Nityavrata, Nimittikavrata, and Kamyavrata. 0. Nityavrata, Ekadashi, Pradosha etc. 2. Nimittikavrata, Chandrayanadi Vrat. These are fasts observed for the purpose of absolving sins. 3. Kamyavrata, Satyanarayana Vrata, Varamahalakshmi Vrata, Anantana Vrat, Navratri Vrat, Shivaratri Vrat, etc. These are fasts observed for the purpose of attaining certain pleasures and the wealth of yoga. There is another classification of fasts called Puja Vrat and Upavasa Vrat. Although Puja Vrat includes fasting, there is a meal after the puja. In Upavasa Vrat, there is no meal during the entire period. After the fasting Vrat, food is taken. This is called Parana. Thus, there are various types of fasts, and all of them are an easy way for the salvation of human life. Parva. The fast is observed by an individual alone or in association with many people. Thus, the fasting is individual oriented. Parva means special festivals and celebrations that occur in nature, such as the beginning of the year, Sankranti, eclipse, Karkika, Vaishakh, special months, and special seasons, which follow this specific period. During these festivals, people gather in large numbers at holy places or riverbanks to perform various auspicious activities such as bathing, offering prayers, worshipping, seeing the deity, performing havans, offering offerings to Brahmins, etc. The festival is celebrated in a grand manner. In this way, during the festival, people gather in a mass manner to worship the deity and perform charity work. It is called a Parvotsava. While a Vrat is a subtle form of deity worship, a Parva is a long-term, large-scale form of deity worship. The Parvas provide people with the opportunity to travel from one place to another for bathing and worshipping the gods and to gather together at one place. This enables the development of a culture of friendship and alliance among the people. Not only has national unity been created by these Parvas, but they have also helped in instill in the people a noble sense of unity that the entire Indian subcontinent is one for thousands of years. Therefore, due to the Parva festivals, cultural and national unity has been established and firmly established in India, and they are also their proper protection and nourishment. Festivals. A festival is a specific religious activity consisting of rituals, sacrifices, havya, offered to please the gods, fasting, charity and other rituals. There are many types of worship and worship performed to please the gods, ancestors, gurus and great souls, and all of them are included in the function of this festival. Celebrations of birth anniversaries and death anniversaries of incarnations and great souls, worship of mythological deities, etc., are all part of festival celebrations. Festival celebrations are held individually. Similarly, they are also held collectively. When they are celebrated collectively, they are held in the form of chariot festivals and fairs. For example, Ganesh festival, Dashehra festival, etc. Vrat Parva festival cannot be specifically separated as different. These are related to each other and as mentioned earlier, they are special paths of meditation that help in the worldly progress and spiritual upliftment of man. There are certain rules, meaningful background stories, and procedural details for celebrating all festivals Vrats Parvas, which are based on the rituals of the Vedas, myths, religious scriptures, sutras, the lives and messages of saints and saints. In the life of a Hindu, there is an opportunity for festivals Vrats in all months of the year. This gives the Hindu the opportunity to infuse his personal and social life with spiritual and cultural energy from time to time and to make more progress in that direction. Not only that, but it also reminds him that he should strive to achieve the highest goal of life. Behind these festivals and rituals lies the principle of the suppression of evil forces and the victory of good forces, and almost all the stories related to festivals and celebrations advocate this principle. Moreover, the fruits obtained from the proper observance of these fasts and festivals are also the same, and symbolically all the festivals and celebrations indicate the suppression of evil forces and the victory of good forces. The following is a collection of the main Hindu festivals and celebrations in a year. Chaitra month, March, April, 1. Ugadi is the beginning of the new year. Chaitra Shuddha Padya. 2. Shri Ram Navami Chaitra Shukla Navami. 3. Shri Mahavir Jayanti Chaitra Shukla Trayodashi. 4. Vana Purnima, Vanadevata Puja, Chaitra Shukla Full Moon. 5. Hanuman Jayanti Chaitra Shukla Full Moon. 6. Ekkana Punnima, Shivasharane Mahadevi Ekkan Jayanti, Chaitra Shukla Full Moon. O Mutide Punnima Chaitra Shukla Full Moon. Vashakhavakasa 1. Akshaya Tritiya Vasak Shukla Tritiya. 2. Shri Basaveshwara Jayanti Vasak Shukla Tritiya. 3. Shri Parashurma Jayanti Vasak Shukla Tritiya. 4. Shri Shankara Jayanti Vasak Shukla Panchami. 5. Shri Ramanuja Jayanti Vasak Shukla Pa 6. Shri Narasimha Jayanti Vasak Shukla Chaturdashi. 7. Shri Buddha Jayanti Vasak Purnima. Jeshtha month. 1. Gangotsava Jeshtha Shukla Padya to Dashan. 2. Gangavatara Jeshtha Shukla Dashan. 3. Vitasavitri Vrata Jeshtha Shukla Purnima Ashadhamasa, June-July, 1. Sheni Ekadashi, beginning of Chaturmasyarambha, Ashadha Shukla Ekadashi. 2. Vyasa Purnima i.e. Guru Purnina Ashadha Purnima. Shravana Masa, July-August, 1. Samvarna Gauri Vrata Shravan Shukla Tritiya, 2. Nagara Panchami Shravan Shukla Panchama. 3. Varamahalakshmi Vrat Shravan Shakla Trayodashi. Second Friday of Shravan month. 4. Nolu Full Moon. Shravan Purni 5. Hayagriva Jayanti Shravan Purnima. 6. Shri Krishna Janmashtami, Shri Krishna Jayanti, Shravan Krishna Ashtami 7. Shravan Somvar Vrat 4 Mondays of this month. Shravan Tuesday Vrat 4 Tuesdays of this month. Shravan Friday Vrat 4 Fridays of this month. Shravan Saturday 4 Saturdays of this month. 8. Mangalagauri Vrat every Tuesday of Shravan month. 9. Worship of Sri Raghavendra Swami Shravan Krishna Bidaj. 10. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Punyatiti Shravan Krishna Padya. Bhadrapadamasa, September-October, 1. Saubhagya Tritiya Bhadrapada Shuddha Tritiya, 2. Gauri Tadij, Gauri Festival, Bhadrapada Shukla Tadij. 3. Ganesha Chaturthi, Chauti, Bhadrapada Shukla Chaturthi, 4. Rishipanchama Bhadrapada Shukla Panchama. 5. Anantana Vrat, Ananta Chaturdashi, Bhadrapada Shukla Chaturdashi. 6. Sarvapitru Amavasya, Mahalaya Amavasya, Bhadrapada Amavasya. Ashwayuja month, October-November, 1. Beginning of Navratri, Dashehra, Ashwayuja Shankla Padya. 2. Lalita Panchama Ashwayuja Shukla Panchami. 3. Durgashtama Ashwayuja Shukla Ashtama. 4. Mahanavami, Ayudha Puja, Ashwayuja Shukla Navami 5. Vijayadashami Ashwayuja Shukla Dashama. 6. Srimadvacharyas Jayanti Ashwayuja Shukla Dashama. 7. Shri Kojagari Vrat, Shri Lakshmi Puja, Ashwayuja Full Moon. 8. Naraka Chaturdashi Ashwayuja Krishna Chaturdashi. 9. Diwali Amavasya Ashwayuja Amavasya, Karkika Masa, November-December, 1. Diwali Festival, Gopuja, Bali Puja, Angadi Puja, Kartika Shukla Padya. 2. Yamadvaitya Kartika Shukla Bidaj. 3. Uthana Ekadashi, Prabodhini Ekadashi, end of Chaturmasya fast, Kartika Shukla Ekadashi. 4. Uthana Dwadashi, Tulsi Puja, Kartika Shankla Dwadashi, 5. Vakuntha Chaturdashi Kartika Shukla Chandradashi, 6. Kartika Somvar Vrat 4 Mondays of this month, Margashir month, December January 1. Champashashthi Margashir Shukla P2. Subramanyapa Margashir Shukla Sasthi. 3. Gita Jayanti Margashir Shukla Ekadashi. 4. Dattatreya Jayanti Margashir Full Moon. 5. Srimati Sharadamani Devi's birthday is Margashir Krishna Saptama. 6. Elamavasya Margashir Amavasya, Poshamasa, Pushyamasa, January February 1. Makara Sankranti, Uttarayana Punyakala 30th day of Pushyamasa month. 2. Swami Vivekananda's birthday is Pushyamasa Saptama. Maghamasa Feb. March 1. Shri Panchama Magha Shukla Panchama. 2. Ratha Saptama, Sun worship, Magha Shukla Saptama. 3. Bhishmashtama Magha Shukla Ashtama. 4. Srimadvanavami, worship, Magha Shukla Navami. 5. Mahashivratri Magha Krishna Trayodashi. Falguna month, March 1. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Jayanti on the bright fortnight of Falguna. 2. Holy full moon on the bright fortnight of Falguna. 3. Sri Chaitanya Jayanti Falguna full moon. 4. Vasantha Purnima Falguna full moon. 5. Ugadi Amavasya, end of the year, Falguna Krishna Amavasya. Special festivals and celebrations held according to Hindu beliefs. 1. Mahakumbh Mela held every 12 years at different times in Haridwar and Prayag, Allahabad, and Ganga bathing during that festival. 2. Gurumuktashwara Mela held on Kartik Purnima in Gurumuktashwaran in Marathi district. 3. Pancha Lingeshwara Jatre of Talakad, which is usually held once in 12 years. 4. Mahamukhe Snan Mela, which is held once in 12 years in the holy lake, Amritavapi, of Kumbakonam. As already mentioned, there are many sacred festivals and fasts of Hindus. Each of them has its own specific rules, rituals, mythological stories, religious features, and spiritual significance. It is not possible to give the details of all the festivals that come in a year in this book due to the fear of the current scope. However, the details, features etc. of the festivals of Sri Ganesh Chaudhry, Navratri and Diwali have been given here in detail. Sri Ganesh Chaudhry, the festival of Sri Ganesh, celebrated on the Chaudhry of the Shukla Paksha of the month of Bhadrapada, is a festival full of special rituals and attractions among all the festivals of Hindus. The festival of Ganesh is the only festival that is celebrated with love and enthusiasm by all the sects of Hinduism. It is also known as Chaudhry festival, Vinayak festival. The day before Ganesh Chaudhry, Gauri festival is celebrated. On the day of Gauri festival, the idol of Mangala Gauri is installed and worshipped by the girls of the household and the house, the elders, the younger ones, and everyone. The belief behind this festival is that marital happiness, good luck in marriage, and prosperity in wealth are obtained by worshipping the auspicious Mahagauri. This festival is called Gauri festival. The day after Gauri festival is the festival of Ganesha, hence these two festivals are also called Gauri Ganesha festival. The installation of the idol of Ganesha, the Ganapati Homa, and the immersion of the Ganapati idol are the important aspects of the Ganesha festival. On the fourth day, the idol of Ganesha is installed in homes and public institutions. On that day, many people perform a Homa of Lord Mahaganapati in their homes, in Ganapati temples, and at places of worship. From 1 coconut to 1,000 coconuts, special offerings are made to the Homa Kunda and Lord Ganesha is worshipped. A dish called Ashtadravaya, which is made up of 8 types of materials, namely, rice, sugarcane, jaggery, avalikki, honey, sesame, and coconut, is offered for the Homa. Panchakajjaya, Apakajjaya, Kadubu, Modaka, banana, and Rasayana are the most beloved food offerings to Lord Ganapati. After installing the idol of Lord Ganapati, he is worshipped mainly with 5 types of services: acting, singing, dancing, harikathe, and preaching. The entire village joins in the festival of Lord Ganesha with enthusiasm. The festival of Lord Ganesha lasts from 1 to 48 days. Usually, the number of people who complete it in a single day is high. Otherwise, on the 11th day from Chaudhry, the idol of Lord Ganesha is immersed. Then the festival ends. On the day of the festival's end, Lord Ganesha is floated on a magnificently decorated float and taken in a procession through the streets of the village and town. This immersion festival is celebrated with various types of musical instruments, dance, and entertainment programs according to convenience and ability. The idol of Lord Ganesha is made of clay. Stone idols and idols made of 5 metals are used for the consecration in temples. Finally, the idol consecrated for the festival is immersed in a well, river, lake, or sea. This body, made of the 5 elements that came from the soil, finally joins the 5 elements. In human life, all prestige, awards, whatever they may be, no matter how much happiness, all of them should ultimately be absorbed in the 5 elements, which are the basic elements. The Ganesh festival spiritually indicates that the origin of the festival should be Ganapati, just as the main basis and central god of our life should be. Then our life also becomes a festival. The symbolic meaning that all the activities we do in that festival are dedicated to God is hidden in the celebration of this Ganesh festival. In modern times, the Venerable Sri Bal Gangadhar Tilak was the one who organized the Sri Ganesh festival at the national level systematically and made good arrangements to lead to national unity and social cohesion. The devotion and worship of Ganesha is not only popular in India but also abroad. A vast literature has been written about the worship, conception, and festivals of Lord Ganesha. The festival of Navratri is celebrated with great pomp by Hindus every year in the month of Ashwayuga. Navratri is a sacred and glorious festival celebrated from the bright Pratipada, Padyami, to Dishang of Ashwayuga. Since it is a festival celebrated for 9 nights, it is called Navratri. Another name for the Navratri festival is Dashahar or Dasara. Dasha means 10, Ahar means day and night. Dashahar or Dasara festival is a festival celebrated on all 10 days. The 10th day after the 9 nights of the Navratri festival, which began on the bright day of Ashwayuja, is Dishang, which is called Vijayadashami. On the day of Vijayadashami, many glorious processions, happy cultural and religious activities are held. Shakti Devi Jaganmata is worshipped during the 9 days of the Navratri festival. Navratri is the festival where Jagadishwari is worshipped with devotion. The goddess is called by various names like Durga, Chamunda, Lalita, Bhavneshwari, Bhagavati. The one and only Supreme Soul Shakti manifested in various forms, she is worshipped as Devi in a special way during Navratri. There are prescribed rules and regulations for the worship, festival, fasting and recitation of the rituals performed during Navratri, and everything should be done in a systematic manner. The main thing to know about the celebration of the Navratri festival is that all 9 days are dedicated to the worship of the goddess, the recitation of the sacred hymns of Sri Durga Saptashati, Devi Mahatma, mentioned in the Devi Bhagavatam, the Markandeya Purana, the recitation of Sri Lalita Sahasranama mentioned in the Brahmana Purana, and the rituals of sacrifice, japa, meditation, fasting are observed in a proper manner. It is believed that devotees and ascetics who participate in the divine contemplation of the goddess and religious rituals for 9 days attain the purity of the 3 elements and become part of the grace of the Mother of the Universe. There are legends. Men, women, and children all participate in the rituals related to the Navratri festival in one way or another. During this festival, a special program called doll sitting is held, and the idols of Sridevi and other deities are decorated and worshipped every day. Men, women, children, and the elderly all go from house to see this. Since the goddess of power, Sri Durga Parameshwari, is worshipped during Navratri, this festival is also called Sri Durga Pujatsava. The magnificent idol of Sri Durga Devi is installed in homes, places of worship under the auspices of public institutions, and on the altar of worship during Navratri. After Navratri, the idol of Sri Durga is immersed in water in a ritualistic manner. The festival of Navratri is celebrated in various parts of India in a special and varied way. The festival of Navratri is celebrated with great splendor in the regions of Karnataka and Bengal. In many places in North India, the festival of Navratri is considered as Sri Rama Navratri and celebrated. The celebration of Ram Navratri begins in North India as a symbol of Sri Rama's victory over the evil spirits by killing Ravanasura. The worship of Sri Rama and the Karnatakas of Srimad Ramayana are performed with great splendor during that time. The story of the killing of the Lokantaka Marularakshasa Mahishasura, mentioned in the Markandeya Purana, is a popular and famous story about the festival of Navratri. The sacred story of the evil Mahishasura and his followers, Chanda Munda, Riktabijadi and all the evil demons, who took on the forms of Mahakali, Durgadevi, Chamundeshwari, etc., according to the needs of the universe, and destroyed them, is described in detail in the Markandeya Purana. This part of the story is called Saptasati. Saptasati means consisting of 700 verses. Since Saptasati contains the Mahatma of Sridevi Maj, it is also called Sri Durga Saptasati, Chandipara, Chandi Mahatma, Sri Devi Mahatma. It is a traditional belief of Hindus and the experience of devotees that the special grace of Sri Jaganmata is obtained by reciting Sri Devi Mahatma. The glory of Sri Devi, the story of her incarnations, the worship of the goddess, etc., are all described in detail in the epic Devi Bhagavatam. There are evil forces in this world and in man and his life. Evil forces always try to trample on good forces and make them weak. But the story of the killing of Mahishasura shows that good forces win, not evil. In life, everyone should confront and destroy evil forces with the help of divine power and become truthful, capable, and good. It is possible to do so. But it requires achievement, adventure, and struggle. One should fight in the arena of life with courage and strength and achieve victory. Such a victory can be achieved, and that is the immortal message of the Navratri festival. The lustful, angry, and stubborn people inherent in humans are the blood-born, terrifying demons of Mahishasura. The message of Navratri is that when the divine spiritual power hidden in humans is awakened through systematic spiritual practice and used to confront the enemies of lust, victory is achieved and man can be freed from bondage and attain the bliss of salvation. During the Navratri festival, which begins on the bright day of Ashwayuja, special types of worship, sacrifices and worship are performed on the Tithi of Saptami, Ashtami and Navami. On the fifth day of Navratri, Panchami, the goddess is honored and worshipped as Lalita. That day is also known as Lalita Panchavina. The grandeur of the three-day Navratri festival, Durga Saptima, Durga Ashtami and Mahanavami, reaches its highest level. Weapons are worshipped on the day of Mahanavami. Since goddess Jaganmata destroyed the evil demons with her divine weapons, the weapons have greater power and sanctity on that day. Therefore, all types of machinery, equipment, and weapons that are useful for life are worshipped on the day of Mahanavami and prayed for the divine blessings of the goddess. During Navratri, goddess Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, is worshipped. It is also called Book Puja. The goddess is the embodiment of will, knowledge, and action. Accordingly, the goddess is honored with names such as Sharada, Durga, Mahalakshmi, etc., and is especially worshipped during Navratri. Vijayadakami is a festival that symbolizes the destruction of evil forces, that is, the victory of good forces, accompanied by joyful celebrations. In memory of the 9 nights spent fighting against evil spirits and winning, a grand procession is held on Vijayadashami and the festival is celebrated. On Vijayadashami, the Navratri festival ends with a grand procession. Since Vijayadashami is a day of joy for the victory over evil spirits, people start many new tasks on Vijayadashami, such as starting school, starting special businesses, etc., with the belief that victory will be achieved in the future. On Vijayadashami, the Shama tree, Banni tree, is worshipped. There are legends that if one worships the Shama tree on that day and accepts its offerings as prasad, one will get significant results such as forgiveness of sins, completion of work, and attainment of good fortune. After killing Ravanasura, Lord Rama worshipped the Sharavriksha tree and then set off towards Ayodhya, and the Pandavas, during their exile, hid their weapons in the Shami tree and took them out to reveal their true nature. All these are on the day of Vijayadashami. On the day of Vijayadashami, the kings worship the Shatavriksha tree and pray for victory in all their undertakings. On that day, the kings go on a grand procession. Just as the worship of the Shami tree on Vijayadashami is of great importance, the leaves of the Shami tree are also sacred. The Puranas state that its leaves are equal to gold. Accordingly, the worship of the Shami tree and the wearing of the Shami leaf are all sacred and special events celebrated on the day of Vijayadashami. On Vijayadashami, many types of cultural programs are held in homes and public arenas to express the joy of victory. In ancient times, kings would set out on the auspicious day of Vijayadashami for victory. Thus, the Navratri festival is a holy and glorious festival with a variety of spiritual and cultural programs. Diwali festival. Diwali is a beautiful festival for all Hindus. From small children to the elderly, Hindus enjoy the joy of celebrating the festival of Diwali. The excitement of firecrackers by small children, the excitement of housewives, the excitement of decorations, the worship of deities by householders, and so on. In one way or another, everyone, old and young, celebrates the festival of Diwali with beautiful food, sumptuous meals, and joyful programs. In the name of Diwali festival, Hindus worship light and illuminate all their homes and temples with the light of Diwali. The light of light is seen everywhere on the night of Diwali, as the darkness is removed. The Diwali festival, which begins on the Dwadashi day of the Ashwa Yuga Bahula, lasts for 5 days and ends on the Shuddha Balipadyami of the Kartik month. The festival, which consists of various elements such as oil bathing, worship of deities, and food and entertainment, is celebrated with splendor during these 5 days. The preparations for the festival, which began on Dwadashi, are completed on the night of Trayodashi. The next day, on Chaturdashi, during the Suyodaya period, the festivities begin with oil bathing. The day after that day spent in worship of deities is the new moon day of Diwali. The festival of Diwali is also called the festival of Diwali, so Diwali new moon day is also called the new moon day of Diwali. On that day, people offer offerings to their ancestors, perform Shraddha rituals, and offer devotional prayers to their ancestors and seek the blessings of their ancestors. The very next day, Balipadyami, is the day of worshipping lamps. The festival of lights. People light up lamps in their homes and worship the Lord, who is the embodiment of light. They experience the joy of the divine radiance of the auspicious lights of Diwali and become blessed. Deepotsavam is held in temples and riverbanks. Hindus celebrate Diwali in different ways in different parts of India. They invite their in-laws and invite the couple to sit in a circle and perform Aati Aksha. Those who are related to each other exchange gifts on Diwali. They worship goddess Mahalakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, by lighting auspicious lamps and performing them with joy and devotion. The festivities of Diwali also end with the end of the Balipadyami celebrations. There are many stories about the festival of Diwali. Some are mythological, while others are traditional. Among the popular stories about Diwali, the story of the slaying of Narakasura and the story of Balindra Chakravarti are the most important. Apart from these, the strongest story about Diwali is the victory of Sri Rama. In North India, many Hindus believe that when Sri Rama defeated Ravana and returned to Ayodhya, the people of Ayodhya city lit lamps with joy and welcomed Sri Rama, and they celebrate it to this day. In South India, many Hindus celebrate Diwali based on the stories about Narakasura and Balindra Chakravarti. In Hindustan, an emperor named Narakasura, who was ruling in Pragjotishpura, present-day Assam, became a scourge to the world due to his evil practices. Lord Krishna, the protector of the world, went with his consort Satyabhama and fought against Narakasura, killed him, and brought about the welfare of the world. Lord Krishna, who freed 16,000 women who were held captive by Narakasura, was worshipped by them all as Swami. On the fourth day of Naraka Chaturdashi, Lord Krishna, who killed Narakasura, took an auspicious bath in the morning. The holy river Ganges itself came and transformed into bathing water and helped Lord Krishna in his bathing. Goddess Mahalakshmi came in the form of oil and soothed the tired body of Lord Krishna, who was exhausted from the battle. Therefore, it is believed that if you perform Abhyanjana with oil in the morning on Diwali, you will get the merit of bathing in the Ganges and will get the sight of Lakshmi. It is said that Bali Chakravarti, who was pushed to Patal by the Vamanavatari Mahavishnu, prayed to the Lord to come and see his country once a year and to grant him the lordship of the earth for 3 days on that occasion. It is said that when Bali Chakravarti, who was blessed by Lord Sri Vishnu, returns to the earth from Patalok once a year, the people welcome him with lambs. It is also said that Diwali is a festival that originated as a grace from Emperor Narakasura, who requested the Lord to organize a festival in his name once a year. It is also said that the festival of Diwali originated when Bhudevi, the mother of Narakasura, prayed to God that her son, although evil, was liberated at the hands of God and that his suffering as a world worshipper was over. She prayed to God that a victory festival should be held once a year to commemorate the day when he achieved the welfare of the people. Overall, the festival of Diwali can be said to be a festival symbolic of the victory of the good energy, or the Sattvic energy, over the evil energy. A person who lights a lamp and worships it on Diwali should worship the light within himself. Just as the external light can dispel the darkness of the world and shed light, similarly, the worship of the Supreme Being, the internal light, dispels the darkness of life and illuminates the light of salvation. This is the eternal message of the divine lamp of Diwali. The body is the lamp, devotion with devotion is the oil, unfailing achievement is the wick, and the fruit of achievement nourished by devotion is the light. When the divine light shines, the darkness of life is dispelled. Bhudevi, the mother of Emperor Narakasura, has conveyed a special message to the world with her divine ideal. When her beloved son died, she requested God that the world should not grieve but rejoice in the victory over the evil forces. Personal aspirations and achievements are only secondary in the eyes of universal welfare. Man should keep the noble vision of universal welfare and shed his personal desires for the sake of universal welfare. The message of the life of the earth goddess is the supreme dharma and bliss. That is also the message of Diwali. Just as the wick of the Diwali lamp burns and spreads light all around and helps to dispel the darkness, the festival of Diwali reminds us every year that human life should also be used to help dispel the darkness of the world. Temples and pilgrimage places. Temples are places of worship that provide opportunities for public mass worship and individual worship and worship. Every day, worship should be performed in temples according to the scriptures, and worship and prayers are performed there for the welfare of the village, the country, the nation and the world. In Hinduism, there are temples in every village and country. Apart from this, there are many important temples at the national level. There are many types of Hindu temples in Hindustan, including those related to the worship of gods of various sects of Hinduism, those in favor of the gods and goddesses mentioned in the Vedas and Puranas. There are also many temples in the name of Matacharyas, Sadhusants and Mahatmas in Hindustan. Temples play an important role in the personal and social life of Hindu society and have exerted a special influence. A temple is a center that provides worldly and spiritual guidance, light and strength to the life of a Hindu. Not only that, a temple is a living symbol of a practical example of religious life, an inspiring symbol of culture, and a place of sincere protection and nurturing of traditions. The construction of temples, daily worship programs in temples, mythological and religious offerings, festivals are especially responsible for the practical implementation of cultural and artistic ideas such as literature, music, dance, drama, painting, sculpture, architecture in Hindu life and for the growth and development of great talents in their respective fields. Similarly, temples and the fairs, festivals, Food offerings and educational programs played a significant role in establishing and growing unity in religious and cultural consciousness, respect and mutual cooperation among the people of the village. Thousands of devotees and great souls have obtained the darshan of the gods and goddesses enshrined in temples through their spiritual practice and have confirmed the truth of the hidden meaning and benefits of religion and spirituality. The construction of temples, the installation of idols, and the worship of deities in temples are accompanied by special spiritual principles and ideas. The rituals, principles, and ideas mentioned in the Agama scriptures of Hinduism are the main basis for the construction of temples and the worship activities performed there. The Agamas related to them are followed in the temples of each tradition. For example, the Shaiva Agamas are followed in Shiva temples. The principle of the yoga chakras in the human body is followed and the idols are installed in the temple as a symbol of this. The structure of the temple, the installation of the idols, and the worship all have very detailed and logical spiritual principles and cultural visions hidden within them. Therefore, temples are places where spiritual energy is concentrated and are sacred and divinely influential places that symbolically represent the divine energy principles in the universe. Pilgrimage sites and holy places are places where the divine energy is manifested in one way or another, such as idols, rivers, and great spirits, and are often visited there. Pilgrimage sites and holy places. The power of divinity is manifested in one way or another, especially as an idol, a river, a great spirit, and a large number of devotees, great souls, and holy men visit there. A holy place is a place where God is prayed to and worshipped. Every holy place has a mythological background, a story of a connection between a great soul or a great holy man, a sage or a sage. A special and influential spiritual power is accumulated in holy places by good and divine thoughts and prayers. The main principle about holy places is that if one goes there and worships God with good intentions and good conduct, one gets special strength, security and light for the spiritual, cultural and worldly life of the one who does so. The Hindu holy places, which are in large numbers in the Hindu country, are also practical manifestations of Hindu culture. Hindus from different parts of the country belonging to different traditions go there to understand the unity in the many aspects of their culture and religions, and to a great extent, they get inspiration and determination to live together with friendship, tolerance and cooperation. In most places in the holy places, there are rivers related to the mythology of the place and they are also considered holy. Pilgrims become holy by bathing in the holy rivers. If they go to the holy places, bathe and worship the gods, their sins will be forgiven. The belief that one can attain peace in life is a deep-rooted truth among Hindus regarding pilgrimage. Not only that, but the experience of countless devotees and pilgrims is the same. Those who cannot undertake the pilgrimage remember the relevant holy site and the deity of the site from a distance, from their homes, and offer offerings in the form of money as offerings, praying for their blessings. Due to this, their difficulties are alleviated, and their prayers are fulfilled. Similarly, they send offerings of money to those who are going on the pilgrimage. They also ask that they offer it to the gods on their behalf. All Hindus believe that the merit of the pilgrimage can be obtained by simply meeting and seeing those who have made the pilgrimage. Thus, visiting holy sites, remembering them, and making offerings there through others, all these things purify the body of a person. Peace, security and well-being are achieved for the mind and life. A special and indescribable holy and divine power of God flows and influences each other within the devotees who worship the gods and goddesses of the sacred places, which cannot be achieved by human efforts but are achieved as a result of special works, programs, visits to sacred places, offerings and prayers. This is a shining example of the beauty and sanctity of sacred places and pilgrimages. Therefore, sacred places and pilgrimages are sacred centers that provide protection, hope and divine guidance to the Hindu in life. Many sacred places and holy rivers related to various sects of Hinduism are located throughout our country. Some of these places are visited by all the sects of Hinduism as pilgrims. For example, Kashi, Ayodhya, Rameshwaram, Badri, Mathura, Brindavana, Kanyakumari etc. Life itself is a journey, which is the journey of the living being from the bondage of the body towards liberation or the soul towards the Supreme Soul. By remembering this principle from time to time, a Hindu gains the necessary energy and spirit to strive through his life to attain the highest goal of his life, which is salvation, by visiting the pilgrimage places. As already mentioned, there are many holy pilgrimage sites and rivers of Hindus, but only a few of them are mentioned here by name for the convenience of the readers. Holy pilgrimage sites: 1. Shri Badrinarayan, 2. Shri Kedarnath, 3. Amarnath, 4. Haridwar, 5. Ayodhya, 6. Avanti Kapur, 7. Gaya, Varanasi, Kashi, 9. Somnath, 1. Amravati, 11. Vaidyanath, 12. Ujjaini, 13. Omkareshwar Kshetra, 14. Shri Bhimashankar Kshetra, 15. Shri Triambaka Kshetra, 16. Shri Vaidyanath Kshetra, 17. Nageshwar Kshetra, 18. Ghankeshwar Kshetra, 19. Kamakhya Kshetra, 20. Vrindavan, 21. Jagannath Puri, 22. Mathura, 23. Dwaravati, Dwarka, 24. Prayag, 25. Calcutta Shri Kalikshetra, 26. Belur Math, Shri Ramakrishna Kshetra, 27. Nasika, 28. Pandharapur, 29. Shri Shela Mallikarjun Kshetra, 30. Tirupati, 31. Sriringa, 32. Kanchipur, 33. Rameshwar, 34. Udupi, 355. Talakaveri, 36. Sringeri, 37. Melukot, 38. Kolur, 39. Gokarna, 40. Subramanya, DK District, 41. Dharmasthala, 42. Kudalasangama Constituency, 43. Mantralaya, 44. Kumbakonam, 45. Chidambaram, 46. Arunachal Tiruvannamalai, 47. Madhur, 48. Kaladi, 49. Guruvayur, No, Anantashyana, Tiruvanantapura, 51. Talakadu, 52. Sabarimalai, 53. Palani, 54. Shirdi, 55. Kanyakumari, 56. Srikelasa, Himalayas, 57. Manasa Sarovar, Tibet. The 7 sacred rivers are: 1. Ganga, 2. Yamuna, 3. Godavari, 4. Saraswati, 5. Narmada, 6. Indus, 7. Kaveri. The 7 major places of salvation are: 1. Kashi, Varanasi, 2. Kanchi, 3. Mayuri, Haridwar, 4. Ayodhya, 5. Dwaravati, Dwarka, 6. Mathura, 7. Avantikapur, Ujjaini. The 5 major sacred lakes are: 1. Bindu Sarovar Siddhapura, Gujarat, 2. Narayana Sarovar, Kutch, 3. Pampa Sarovar, Karnataka State, 4. Pushkar Sarovar, Rajasthan, 5. Manasarovar, Tibet.